Welcome to my genealogy speech. My name is Evan Welsh. Today I'm going to be delving into how my existence on this planet was formed. So, in doing my research upon my origin, ancestors, and development into this world, I utilized Ancestry.com and personal experiences to decipher a view of my identity. Although knowledge of my ancestors gave me subtle insights into my soul, I found that paying attention to the way my parents and myself were raised explained my behaviors more accurately. Both of my parents are from Pennsylvania and were raised in families of 4 children. My father grew up playing baseball, golf, and football and was especially fond of Philadelphia sports teams. My mother was from a more rural region and grew up running cross country. Even though the towns they are from are about 100 miles apart, the households they grew up in fostered sports and adventure as cornerstones of their wonder, youth, and connection to the world. I grew up with 3 siblings like both my parents and was raised with the same spirit. Exploring outside for long hours, golf matches, hanging out with friends, and countless baseball games. I was raised with a sense of competition, wanderlust, and appreciation for companionship just like they were. Despite the fact that I believe my behaviors are mostly learned from my parents, I uncovered the fact that my great-grandfather was an electrician through my research on Ancestry.com. This makes total sense and enhances my outlook on my identity because my grandfather was an electrician, and this contributes to my family's history of working within the service industry. Now, the farthest I traced back on my father's side was my great-grandfather. Unfortunately, not finding anything for his wife. I talked to my dad about his wife and found out that he actually got divorced and then remarried. The farthest I traced back on my mother's side was only her grandparents. Therefore, I had to go to her with information on my great-grandparents on that side. She told me they were strict and religious, but they were very caring for her family and her. The research into my ancestry slightly skewed my perception of my family because I came to uncover a new nationality. I always believed I was Irish and Scottish, that was it, but I came to find that my ancestors were actually German. And all these years I'd grown up eating like shepherd's pie and Irish food maybe should have been eating bratwurst or sauerkraut. Kind of weird to think about. Although he was the only one that I could find, the particular ancestor I found fascinating was my great-grandfather. He intrigues me because this is kind of the person I should take after the most out of all my ancestors, excluding my father and grandfather. I came to realize that I'm only a newer version of this man, which led me to kind of dig deeper into his occupation and residency. He lived in Philadelphia as an electrician most of his life. It makes me appreciate my life due to pondering the difficulty of his labor. Probably spent long hours in the cold climbing up electrical lines, doing work, and I lived the life down here in Florida. And the main challenge I encountered during this research was the lack of information on my lineage. I would have loved to have been able to examine all the lives of my great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents on both sides. Thank you.